You know it's delayed, right? What? Hey, welcome back everybody. This is AlwaysGamesTV and of course I am Roger Knowles, and this show, What's on PlayStation, is put together for you so you know exactly what to expect from Sony's Boxes of Joy in the month of June, and just ignore him.
So let's take a look at what games PlayStation Plus subscribers will be getting in the month of June. First up on PlayStation 4 is Pixel Junk Shooter Ultimate. Pixel Junk Shooter is an ultimate twin-stick shooter that is much about blasting things as it is about exploration, puzzle solving and collecting things. Within Puzzle Shooter Ultimate, players interact with environments that run advanced fluid dynamics simulation. These interactions are needed to solve puzzles and overcome enemies to progress through the levels. And the best part is you can play with your friend. That's right, you can do the advanced fluid dynamic simulator with a friend. That just sounds really wrong. Second on the list is Trine 2, The Complete Story. Trine 2 is a side-scrolling game of action, puzzles and platforming. You play as one of 3 heroes who makes their way through dangers untold in a fantastical fairy tale world. Physics-based puzzles with fire, water, gravity and magic. Along with fighting goblins, you climb the tallest trees and towers in the enchanted forest. Yet another game to play with your friends. FYI, seriously troll your friends when you're playing the wizard, it's really good fun. For PlayStation 3 owners, you'll be getting NBA 2K14. As you can probably guess, it's a basketball game. This awesome gem gives you the chance to act out your fantasy of being a very tall person putting a ball through a bucket-shaped net. Ah, the power of video games. Next up on PlayStation 3 is the survival horror Lone Survivor. Lone Survivor is a post-apocalyptic survival horror game with retro-style 2D graphics. Players can control a man in a surgical mask who is an isolated survivor of an infection which has turned the world's population into aggressive, shambling mutants. With limited food and increasing fragile mental state, the player's character must be guided outside of his apartment to scavenge and explore. Puzzle, 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 puzzle. So first up for PlayStation Vita is Surge Deluxe, which if you haven't guessed is a puzzle game. Now if you're thinking that the puzzle games were in desperate need of some fresh air, then prepare to anchor yourself down with some form of decent adhesive and get ready for a hurricane. The developers Future Labs deliver one hell of a strategic and frustrating puzzle game with gorgeous sounds and lightsaber style visual effects. And finally on PlayStation Vita is Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown is a 2D fantasy action role-playing game set in the medieval worlds of swords, sorcery, boobs and muscles. The game sees up to 4 players travelling through dangerous dungeons, labyrinths and in search of fortune and adventure. Now let's take a look at what games are going to be released in June. First up is Hyperdimension Neptunia producing Perfection, which will be released on Vita on June the 6th. Next up is Murdered Soul Suspect on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, also releasing on June the 6th. On the 20th of June, Air Conflict Vietnam will be released on PlayStation 4. Also coming out on the 20th of June will be How to Train Your Dragon 2, which will be released on PlayStation 3. Also coming out on the 20th of June will be the UFC on PlayStation 4. On the 27th of June, Grid Autosport will be racing its way onto PlayStation 3. Elder Scrolls Online will be... Nope, sorry, that was delayed. On the 27th of June, Sniper Elite 3 will be firing its way onto PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. One Piece Unlimited World Red will be finding its way onto Vita also on the 27th of June. And finally, on the same day, Transformers Rise of Dark Spark will be finding its way onto PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 without Michael Bay in sight. Now let's take a look at what PlayStation software updates will be released. There is no set date, however, according to an insider report, PlayStation 4 firmware update 1.71 will debut in the near future, as apparently Sony wants to solve some of the issues that have popped up after the system software update 1.7 launched last month. So keep fingers crossed we will see this in the month of June, otherwise I'll be saying the exact same thing next month. Also happening this month, one of the biggest events of the year is E3. So let's look forward to seeing what Sony announces at the big event. My prediction is that they're not going to announce PlayStation 5 just yet.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll be back in a month's time to give you a rundown of what to expect from PlayStation in July. And don't forget, you can check us out on Twitter, which is @AlwayzGamesTV, and you can tweet me personally @TheGeekKeeper. Don't forget to keep checking out our website also, which is www.AlwaysGamesTV.com. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.